Hello, lovelies. Welcome. I'm Shalon from Soulful Beauty, and we're going to pull some oracle cards today and see what messages are coming through. So I was sitting and feeling into the energy of this reading, and I don't know why yet. We might find out, but I always receive messages through songs or whatever, and the song that came into my head was Sugar Do 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 Do. Oh, honey, honey. So I don't know if that song resonates with you. I want to know. We're pulling from the Rose Oracle card deck today. All right, and see what messages are coming through. Ooh, the Thorn. Interesting. This is all about boundaries. Okay. Roses have thorns, okay? They're prickly, right? And I love the analogy in this reading because the thorns are all about, they referenced to them as their knights defending their queen, okay? And I just love that. I don't know why, because like, you know, we're radiating queen energy here. That's where we want to be at, right? But we also need to have these boundaries for our own protection. Okay, so protection, boundaries, clear communication. And I know we have clear communication in our connections with whomever, okay, because so that everybody is on the same page, so that everybody is aware, so that everybody feels safe within the connection. Okay, if there's not clear communication, if there's not clear, direct boundaries put in place, then people don't know where they stand, and then there's this like feeling of unsafety. Okay, that's when our inner child comes into play and then just wants to like live in fight or flight all the time. Okay, and we don't want that. When we're feeling unsafe, it is because somewhere our inner child was like affected in a certain way, and it is a trigger that is coming up. Okay, and we're needing to heal that. I'm going to read from the book, even though I think I summed it up. Sometimes if I'm called to read from the book, it's probably for I missed something. So, okay. The rose is the queen of all flowers. Her soft and often fragrant bloom takes our breath away from near and far, a bridge between heaven and earth. She has the capacity to act as a portal to our true selves. Where are you not being your true self? Maybe that's the inner reflection, or the like clear communication with yourself that you're needing to do. Maybe you're not showing up in your connections as yourself for fear of not being accepted, because maybe you weren't before. But when we can show up as our true authentic self, that is where we find our people. Okay, and if it's not your person, that's okay. Okay, because your people are out there. Okay, we don't want to just maintain connections with people for the sake of maintaining connections with them. Okay, because that is an energetic drain on yourself. Okay, and this year is all about getting really selfish. Okay, I'm using the word selfish with your energy. Okay, we're not just allowing anybody in. We're not just, maintaining connections that are not filling ourselves up, heart, mind, body, and soul, right? There has to be an balanced energetic exchange. So, she has the capacity to act as a portal to our true selves and call our soul more fully into our body. She leaves us in awe, allowing us to experience heaven on earth for a very precious moment in time. Okay, so really living in the present moment as well. Okay, so often our energy is scattered all over the place because we have like too many energetic ties, too many things on the go. We have we're not actually like enjoying the moment. Okay, so we need to call our energy back to ourselves. The rose is not all gentle and soft. In fact, most roses are armored with spiky thorns and prickles of various shapes and sizes. These sharp protectors act like knights defending their queen. Okay, clearly setting the necessary boundary and conditions for her to do what she was born to do. Okay, if you're giving all your time and energy and attention away to things that are not serving you for what you came here to do, then sometimes those things need to be let go of, okay? We too are like the rose. So often we don't get taught how important clear communication and loving boundaries are in our relationships. When we're not clear on our needs, when we don't communicate them, when we don't take responsibility for them, okay, it's our responsibility to let somebody else know what we require. And if we're not doing that, then that's just a disservice to ourselves. That's our own fault, okay? And this often results in a breakdown of the relationship, okay? When we are not telling somebody what we need from them, what we expect, okay? I don't like... There's this like fine line with expectations. I always say, like, you can't expect you from other people, okay? But there's a but. We have our own expectations of ourselves, okay? And so if we're receiving less from other people, then that's just not a balanced connection. Okay, but it is our responsibility to tell them, okay, what we will accept and tolerate, or, and if they're not willing to do that, if they're not willing to show up, then that's okay. That's on them. That doesn't matter. Some people don't have the capacity to, and that's all right as well. But, then maybe we just need to like let go of the connection, or maybe we just need to change the dynamic of it. Like, all of these things can be taken into consideration, and that is okay. So communicating our needs and establishing our boundaries allows not just us to feel safe, but those we're in a relationship with to feel safe too. This card delivers the message of the importance of clear communication, boundaries, and taking responsibility for our needs. To be clear with others, we must first be clear with ourselves, and then communicate this to our loved ones and the world. Okay. Yeah. Like, something that I've learned is that, like, we can't, okay, I already touched base on this. We can't expect us from somebody else. People don't think the way I think. Okay. People don't think the way you think. Right. And sometimes we just assume that they do. But we've all had our own experiences that have gotten us here to this situation, to this encounter, or whatever it is, okay? And so to understand and honor that everybody is at a different level, okay? So we can either accept that, we can communicate, we can shift and change things within the dynamic, okay? But nothing can change unless we actually communicate it. Okay. So, your soul inquiry is, what loving boundaries are you being called to establish? Okay. And how are you being called to communicate clearly to those you're in a relationship with? All right. Okay. Let me know how those messages resonated with you today. Okay. And, if you're wanting, I'm having my Goddess Glo specials, my Goddess Glo session or whatever, and that is releasing and clearing past relationships, okay? We also actually go into like womb clearing is what we go into, because especially if we have had like intimate relationships with people from past connections, then it's really important to clear that energy out, because we take on other people's energy, especially as women. Okay. And so we do that as well. And, then like setting intentions for new love, and if that's what you're calling in, but I'm just like calling it love in general, universal love. Okay. And then I'm doing my, I'm blanking. Sorry. The Heart Break Handbook. I have the Heart Break Handbook. That is basically if you want to deep dive into your own, like healing journey kind of thing and work through it on your own. It's a step-by-step guide as to clearing those things and journaling and supporting you and all those good things, as well as I have Oracle card guidance that I do, and Self-Love Queen Academy is going to be in March, and it's your self-love journey to a more empowered version of yourself is basically what it is. Okay. And it's a 12-week program for you to also find your tribe of women to help support you. Like, I still have beautiful connections with women that I've done group coaching programs with, because it's just a really safe environment. And it also helped actually with healing my sister wound that I had as well. And because when we come together as women, we have so much to bring to the table. And that's one thing why I really love group coaching programs. Like, yes, you get a lot out of a one-on-one session with myself, but I feel like there's just so much more wisdom that these other women have to share and bring to the table as well, that we all get to like partake in. So yeah, it's just a really beautiful thing if you've never experienced it before. But the links for all of those will be in the description below. And I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day. Take care.